Hi, this is Tanya back with the Cardiff today for the 11th of March 2016. Um, Bit better than the cards from yesterday, but the Cardiff today is the Seven of Rods, often called the Seven of Wands in different tarot decks. But in the Morgan Greer deck that I'm using at the moment, it's the Seven of Rods. Now, when this card comes up, firstly, it's saying to you, you really need to stand your ground here. A lot of challenges coming in for you, I think, and it's sort of like, I don't know. I feel like it's against other people, So it's like you're having to, fight your way through. You're coming up against opposition from all angles, and I feel that it's like, everybody seems to have a bit of an opinion on what you should do. I've said this before. When people tell me I should do something, I usually, I that usually means that I shouldn't. I'm not telling you to go and disobey the rules. I don't really like rules. I never have. um but with this, this could be, or not, this could be, sorry, this is what I'm feeling with this is these people don't want their status quo upset. So whoever it is that's opposing you, and it could be more than one person, or it could be sort of a gang of people, all telling you the same thing. They've all got advice they're saying to give you, but I really don't think that this is for your best interests. I feel it's in theirs. So if they were thinking of you and had your best interest at heart, then what they would do is give you your freedom to do what you wanted, you know, and they would give their support, whether they like it or not. When we care and love for somebody, when we care and love somebody, sorry, um, we should be there to back them. We can express an opinion and say, I don't think that's good for you, but we kind of tell them what to do. And then we also can't, sort of take the hoof if they they carry on doing what they want to do, because it is their life. And this is what this card is saying. This is your life that you're living, nobody else's. you know um so I really feel, like I say, it's a lot of self-belief you need in here. You really need to stand your ground. I've mentioned yellow before. This is about personal power. And we also have quite a lot of red in this card as well, which is you're grounded. So what I'm wanting to do here is I'm wanting to dig my heels in, and I'm wanting to say, no, this is what I'm going to do. This is where I'm going. This is what I believe is best for me. It might not be, but you need to find that out yourself, because if somebody stops you from doing something that you want to do, you will always carry a little seed of resentment, and that can build and build. The greatest problems that we encounter all started as one little thought. So, like I say, be very careful about that, because these things can build. And if we don't get our own way, or if we aren't allowed to do something we want to, that seed of resentment will be there. And it might be 6 months down the line, it might be 6 years, but eventually that will blow up, and you will blame that person, for you not being able to try. I'm not saying you're going to succeed at whatever you want to do, but I'm not saying you're not neither. But what I'm saying is that if you feel this in your heart and in your soul, this is where you want to go, then you have to go on this path. And it doesn't matter how many people oppose you, you're pretty much on your own here as well. If we see the way he's carrying the rod there, it's very defensive. He has this across his chest, so he's ready to be defensive. He knows that in a way he's sort of being attacked, if that makes sense. So it's a strange card. It is, because I don't want you to attack back, because I feel attacking back, that makes you no different. What I want you to do is actually be clear, be precise and put up boundaries. That's what I'm saying. It's healthy boundaries here. You know, learn to say no. Too many times in life we have just lived a life by agreeing to what other people say, what other people think we should be doing, what other people how other people think we should be living our lives. That is not healthy for us. You know, we don't have to argue, we don't have to be nasty. We can just say, I appreciate your opinion, but this is my life and this is how I choose to live it. You know, if they want to attack, that's fine. You know, I always say if somebody goes out to play tennis and they've got one tennis racket and a ball, unless somebody hits the ball back to them, then they're never going to play tennis. So a fight will only ensue if you actually fight back. I'm not telling you to fight back here. I'm telling you to defend yourself, which that is very different. you know um I feel that these opposing views in how you're going forward with your life are also causing a little bit of doubt within you as well. But please don't let doubt come in. Please don't, because doubt is a byproduct of fear, and often seeds of fear are planted by other people and what they say. And there's people I know in my life who have had 40 years of regret because that seed was planted and they didn't go forward with what they wanted, and they're now in their 70s. And it's quite sad to actually talk to them sometimes, because they're still holding this in, and also the resentment towards the people that talk them out of it as well, which I mentioned before. So that can actually grow. So with this, I really feel it's like we can't control how others think. We can't control how what others say to us, but we are in control about how we let this affect us. That is one thing where we do have control. We can bite and we can attack and we can get ourselves wound up and get into this crazy headspace where everybody's attacking each other, or we can listen to them. We can sort of respect that they have an opinion, and then we can turn around and say, okay, that's fine. This is where I'm going because this is my life and this is what I want to do. So don't stop believing in your goal. Don't stop believing in anything. I mean, we, if we think of Roger Bannister, the guy that ran the 4 Minute Mile, he was told it couldn't be done. People laughed at him. People said he was silly. It could never be done. And he persevered and he persevered and he eventually done it. So had he listened to people, had so many people, that have been entrepreneurs, that have been, catalysts in the way the world is now, had they listened to what other people said to them, they wouldn't have got where they were. Walt Disney, I think he went bankrupt 7 times trying to build Disneyland. And, he was told, what you do and it's never going to work, and it was a huge success. So this card is saying, if you have a belief, if you believe in something strongly enough and you know that that is what you want, then it may be challenging to go for it, but go for it. What's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is it fails, but you come back, and with every failure, you learn. So it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Some people say we need to fail 7 times to actually succeed, because once you've learned to fail, then you know that you want to succeed in the end. You don't like that feeling that you're getting, but there's nothing wrong in it. At least you tried. And like I say, to live a life with regrets, that is a very, very sad thing, and I've actually seen it in person. So with this card, it's sorry, they're just giving me there the Gandhi quote there. I will not let anybody walk through my mind with their dirty feet. So there you go. That one's came in. So what other people say, what other people think, it's none of your business really. Whatever they think of you, you have a belief and you have a goal that you want to get to, make sure that you're, make sure you're protected, put up healthy boundaries. If people don't respect them boundaries and people don't listen to your side of things and your explanation about why you want to do this, then, you know, that's not your problem. But this is your life and it's nobody else's. So going to be a bit challenging, but I'm behind you all the way. So hope you like that one. A bit of a change in the energy this week, but it's again, it's all good. After the seven of rods comes the eight of rods, and that's when things start to speed up again as well. So whenever I get a challenging card, I always look at what comes after it within the tarot deck, and there's always something to keep you spurred on with it. So I hope you like that card. Please let me know if it resonated with you. Again, I've had some lovely readings the last couple of days and connected with a few of you, which has been lovely. Follow me on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you would like a personal reading with myself, please just get in touch via Facebook or email me at lovebuddha tarot@aol.co.uk. Okay, I hope you have a lovely day. Sat Nam.